What up, what up? It's Garage Gym Homie, and today we're reviewing Apollon Nutrition Assassin. Is it worth it? Before I get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out every day now, from supplement reviews, health food reviews, gizmos, gadgets, goodies, all sorts of good finds for you fine folks out there. So click subscribe and let's get into this. So you have made it for High Stim Saturday. And if you are watching this video, then I have to assume that you respect and you embrace High Stim Saturday. I'm actually sorry to say this, but I will not be embracing this High Stim Saturday as I'm on a stim break and took 10 days off from stimulants, caffeine to reset my tolerance. I do it every 3 months. I train for 11 weeks, take the 12th week off, no supplements, no stimulants, nothing. And you know what? The first 3 to 4 days were really actually tough. I had actually muscle aches. And I looked it up on the internet, and I guess it's fairly common when you withdraw from caffeine and stuff that your body can react. And I had muscle aches, muscle pains in my lower back. It was kind of brutal. For me to have to take an ibuprofen, I have to really be in pain. I kind of like to suffer like that. I even ended up taking a couple ibuprofen through this thing. It's been tight, but I feel good about it. And you know, today, the same thing happens every time I come off stimulants. I get up on like the 5th, 6th day, and I have this incredible natural energy. And I say to myself, why the heck am I gonna go back on caffeine? Why am I gonna go back on the stims? I feel such good natural energy, like better energy off them than I even do on them. But I'm going back on. I got a couple more days till Monday, and it's happening again. So, listen, Apollon Nutrition. It's a company I actually freaking love. I use their Chaos Fat Burner, which I'm going to review on the channel. I've used a decent amount of their products. The Assassin, of course, which I'm going to review here, and I've used their Hooligan. I even gave their Hooligan a good review. I said I liked the product. It didn't hit. It was a little smooth for me. There was a little, to me, I thought it was a little smooth compared to the label. That was the only thing I said. It wasn't a hard-hitting pre-workout. I thought something with 650 milligrams of caffeine was gonna smack me around a little more. So it's okay. I didn't think it was like all that. I know it gets a lot of hype. The owner got pissed at me, posted about me on Instagram, told me I didn't pronounce beta-alanine right. It's okay, you know, said I was a self-proclaimed reviewer, but I'm gonna truck on here. So, Assassin, this is 6.0. They actually have the 6.5. My boy TJ, he's on the label of it, and it's his pre-workout that he collabed with them, which I've been late. I'm almost out of this tub, so I think probably today I'm gonna go order it. Hopefully review it on the channel here. So this here was hyped up to me actually by TJ. I spoke with him. I wasn't really up on game with pre-workouts before I met him. The only pre-workouts I had ever used before really talking with TJ were like GNC, Vitamin Shop, Total Wars type of pre-workouts. And after I decided to start the YouTube channel and I consulted, he's really the person who put me up on game with Hypermax Extreme, Prephase, Assassin, you know, and then I really branched out and learned about all these other companies that I wasn't really hip to. So he really gets the credit for all that. So Assassin, this is another label, similar, not a similar label to Hooligan, but in the sense where it's freaking loaded as heck. Like, I was literally scared to try this because I hadn't, now at this point, there's no pre-workout you're gonna put in front of me where I'm gonna be scared to try. I'll take a full scoop of it, or full dose, 2 scoops, whatever the full dose is of any pre-workout, and I'm sure I'm gonna be fine. Unless it was a bad batch or something. That might take out Garage Gym Homie one day. But this here, let's run through the label real quick. So there's a half scoop label, a full scoop, and I always go full scoop. Except the first time I tried this, I freaking went 3/4 scoop because he kind of warned me. He's like, be careful with this one. You know, I think the term was most of humanity would be fine with a half scoop or 3/4 scoop or whatever. So I was scared. So I was scared to take 3/4 of a scoop. So you got the vitamin B3, B6, B12, L-citrulline full serving is 4 grams. So that's going to give you the pumps and all that. Beta-alanine, that's going to give you the warm fuzzy hug, tingles, you know, the warmed up feeling that we like. 3,500 milligrams, that's a little overdose, so that's good. L-tyrosine, that's for mental focus, mental clarity, 1,500 milligrams. Agmatine, another nootropic for mental focus and mental clarity, 1 gram. Lion's mane, I love that ingredient. That's another nootropic that's, I think it's newer, it's from a mushroom that gives you a mental focus too. That's a really good feeling ingredient. DMAE, 750 milligrams. Caffeine anhydrous, 500 milligrams. BPA, 500 milligrams. It gives you a euphoric, energetic, good sense of well-being feeling. N-phenyl-dimethylamine, that's Arrhea-genesis, 300 milligrams. That's a large freaking dose of Arrhea-genesis. That's a stimulant that pairs really well with caffeine, gives a good euphoric feeling. Grapeseed extract. I think the grapeseed extract helps with circulation and stuff like that. Teacrine, that's a nootropic. 300 milligrams yields 120 milligrams, so it's as teacrine 40%. That's a very popular ingredient now with nootropics. I think you'd find that in like Redcon 1 Mental Trigger, like office focused formulas have it. Dicaffeine malate, 133 milligrams yielding 100. You get 75% of whatever's in there. That's caffeine bonded to malic acid, which gives you a slower release, prolonged caffeine. Isopropyl synephrine, 60 milligrams. I think that's a form of synephrine. Hordenine, synephrine is another stimulant. I don't think it's a pure stim, but it pairs well with caffeine. Hordenine, 50 milligrams. That is what I believe is a pure stim. Bioprene, 5 milligrams, which is black pepper extract, I think. That helps with the absorption of all the other ingredients. And alpha-yohimbine, 2.5 milligrams. That is a stimulant from the African tree bark, which is an extremely pure form of yohimbine, and it's a stimulant that raises your heart rate, elevates, I think, some mood. A lot of people are sensitive to it, but I love that ingredient, actually. I really like it. It gives me kind of a breath. I could take like a big breath on it. I don't know. It helps. Some people, I think it hinders their breathing. I always have this feeling where I could take this big refreshing breath on it. So anyway, here's my experience with this supplement. I started with 3/4 of a scoop. It gave me like probably the best focus out of any, this is a freaking hardcore pre-workout by label, without DMAA, DMHA, and that craziness. It doesn't need it. It doesn't need all that. A good pre-workout like this, there's no reason for anything more than this, obviously. So I took 3/4 of a scoop, and I felt like I had probably the best focus of any pre-workout probably that I've ever had. I felt completely dialed in. The energy was awesome. I felt like I could go forever. It hit me just right. It didn't hit me extremely hard. And I remember when I took the 3/4 of the scoop, I've taken this probably 5 times now, 6 times. When I took the 3/4 of the scoop, I wished I took the full scoop. That is for sure. I wished I took the full scoop. I'm never doing that again, taking less than the full scoop, because I always get pissed at myself when I do and say, man, I wish I took the full scoop. Why am I monkeying around here with less? So I went back about, I don't know, 3 weeks later, and I took the full scoop. It was a different experience. This pre-workout in its dose that it's supposed to be, I have never had a pre-workout ever that hits me so freaking quickly. I'm telling you, me and my brother took this for High Stim Saturday. 5 minutes later, we looked at each other in the kitchen and we're like, dude, it's freaking kicking in. We gotta go hit the weights. This gives you a urgent feeling. You gotta drop whatever the F you're doing and go and hit the freaking weights. If I didn't have a garage gym and I took this pre-workout and I got stuck in traffic while this was kicking in, I would have some freaking road rage. I would be pissed off that I took this. I mean, you need to be around the weights within like 10 minutes of taking this thing. It hits you hard as heck, and it hits you fast, and it's time to get down to business. You got to quit clowning around when you take this. You don't have a choice. You're like, I got to drop anything and start going hard on these freaking weights right now. The tunnel vision freaking focus on this thing is so incredible. And this is, to me, the kind of energy, this is that heart beating. A lot of things are like mental energy. This is a physical, aggressive feeling energy where your heart is going like a lot. After the workout, you better train hard and exhaust yourself. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. I take this after, I could train for 2 hours on this freaking thing easy, not tire out. And then after, for the next few hours, I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself. I can't freaking sit still. I got to go do something. This freaking works. I don't know. I guess everything works differently together. It must be more than just the 500 milligrams of caffeine, because the Hooligan 650 milligrams of caffeine doesn't do anything near what this does for me. This is a much completely opposite experience. I think this thing is freaking incredible. I love this. Is a top-notch product right here. Yeah, so after the workout, you're gonna be wondering what the heck to do with yourself. There's no come down, no bad come down, nothing like that. It's literally a perfect experience. There's nothing, it's its own thing though. There's nothing else that I've taken like it, that I've taken. It's definitely in its own category of feeling, because it's such a physical energy, almost like how a fat burner just freaking kicks you into gear. It's like that. So this is a really solid product. I mean, I apologize to Apollon Nutrition for not giving everything a freaking amazing review. That was my opinion of Hooligan. I mean, sorry, not sorry, but this thing freaking rocks. You know, I just think that there's nothing like it. That my brother was trying to take a nap after. He told me, he's like, I was mentally tired, but my heart was gone. I couldn't take a nap, you know, after the workout. He's like real high tolerance to stims and stuff. He's like, my mind was tired because we worked out so hard. Every time I take this, it's usually a back day or a leg day. Huge muscle group where you're training. He's like, my mind was tired, but I could not go, my heart was still going. I couldn't go to sleep. So this is like its own category to me, because there's nothing that a pre-workout that gives me such a physical energy. It's been described by some people that it gives an angry energy. I personally don't feel the angry energy. It just freaking kicks you into gear where you just need to get down to pumping that freaking iron like your life depended on it. And that's all you're gonna freaking think about is that iron right there. Afterwards, I don't know, man, these stimulants, they make me feel very, they're like aphrodisiacs to me, all of them. I don't know why, it just makes me feel that way afterwards. You know, it does something to me where I just feel like always like I have such a high sex drive from these kind of products. You know, not to get too personal or whatever, but I just want to share the whole experience with you and be completely transparent. So yeah, I'd suggest anybody go full scoop on this. Don't play around with taking less if you have any kind of experience with high stim pre-workouts. I can't wait to cop the new 6.5 and support Fitness Deal News. He does such an awesome job with his channel. So I'm gonna cop that today. I know I'm a little late, but listen, God bless all of you. If you like the review, please drop me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you didn't like the review, also drop me a subscribe. If you're embracing high stim Saturday, if you're taking a high stim pre-workout today, freaking use hashtag high stim Saturday, tag me in there, because it's a revolution. High stim Saturday, you got to be on it. God bless all of you. Apollon Nutrition, this is its own thing. So listen, I'm out of here.